Wow, it's been a while since I have vlogged, but I really want to do it again because I've got some cool stuff to share. First thing that's cool that I want to share is I just went to the fruit market here where I live and I just got one of the best deals ever. You gotta check this out. I got 12 boxes of bananas for $72 and these are like awesome bananas and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of freezing. So I've come in here into the kitchen, I bought some in, ones that have broken off, stuff like that. I still have 4 left from the other box that I had. Let's just say it's probably safer for me to do Banana Island right now so that I don't waste too many bananas. I'm gonna freeze a lot, but our freezer is pretty small. Like this is our fridge and freezer together like you usually a lot of people have, but I did actually go shopping in Woolworths yesterday and I got some things because my brother's coming up, so we don't have too much room, unfortunately. I really did want to make this avocado salsa that Elle Taylor, you know, if you just search her on YouTube or Instagram, she's a high carb, low fat vegan, and she made this delicious looking avocado, tomato, hot chili salsa thing, and I couldn't find the chili flakes she had, so I got these. And I'm not too good with hot spicy things, but I do like a little bit of spice, like paprika and what's the other one called? Cayenne pepper. This one. So we're just gonna see how it goes. But I was thinking, yeah, I was gonna have this and then I was like, oh my god, got too many bananas now. I'm gonna have to eat them instead, but I am gonna try this because otherwise my avocados will go off. And I also love these papaya. Is that how you say it? Papaya? I actually tried them for the first time the other day and they were so delicious and I couldn't believe, sorry, I've got avocado on my hands, that's gross. Yeah, so I bought some more, even though they're a little bit expensive, but they were just so delicious. Like I can't believe I haven't had these before. But I'm hoping they take a little while to ripen up now since I have so many bananas. Maybe buying so many bananas wasn't such a good idea after all. We'll see. This looks really yummy. Try some. I do like it. I do. Except I don't think I got any chili bits, so I'm not... I'm a little bit scared actually to try those chili bits because, like I said, I don't really like hot spicy things too much. I'm gonna eat this, maybe have a banana or two, and then I'm gonna get into chopping these up so I can freeze them. A lot of the boxes of bananas aren't actually ripe enough for me to freeze yet. I found some that are a little bit spottier than others. I actually didn't know that they had to be spotty to eat. Did you, like, blows my mind how I didn't know that. Like I've been eating them all my life and I have sort of like digestive issues with them. And as soon as I wait for them to get like this and eat them, perfectly fine. No, like seriously, I would get really bad gas. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't have that problem when they're like this. Why didn't anyone tell me that sooner? I don't know, but I'm so glad I found out because I'm in love with bananas. Oh my god, that would have been a really funny face. But they're definitely ripe enough to peel and eat when they drop off like that. I'm just putting them in these plastic, literally these cheap freezer bags. They look like that. You know what they look like. And I'm just putting in there and laying them flat, and that way I'll be able to get as many as I can in the freezer. So yeah, let's keep chopping. This is it so far that has to go in the freezer. It's actually taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but that is okay. Lucky I like bananas, hey. Oh, my back is so sore from standing up. Oh my gosh. This is actually like really hard work. I should be getting paid for this. I ran out of bags. Oh no. All out of freezer bags, so I've moved on to these containers now, and what I'm doing is I'm gonna put some with the lid on, and then I'm going to like sit some on top like that in the freezer so I can fit more in the top one. And my sink is absolutely full of banana skin. Like, I did have a rubbish bag, but then I just kind of was peeling and chucking and chopping and putting them away, and the freezer is... I'm actually going to fit a lot more in here than I initially thought I could, but it would be so good if I had more freezer bags, but I don't, so I'll have to go and buy some of those. But damn, I should have thought of that beforehand, but of course I didn't go to the markets planning on buying 12 boxes of bananas, so that's why I didn't be able to can't talk. That's why I wasn't prepared with the freezer bags. Oh, and sorry, my shirt's all dirty because I tried to take a photo before of me holding some bananas, and I think I just like rubbed them against my shirt. And that always happens when I'm wearing a white shirt. I decide to get dirty. Okay, I think I've done as many as I can for the moment. Honestly, I've only probably done a box and a half, which is really sad, but this is my banana mess. And the freezer is looking very banana-y indeed. So, yeah, if I had more bags, I could fit heaps more, but, I don't know. They're really not, there's a lot of them that aren't ripe enough to freeze yet, in my opinion, so I've got to let them just sit in the boxes and ripen, hopefully slowly, because I'm not in a rush to get them ripe. I'm just going to take some of the other ones that are nearly ripe and just sit them in the cupboard so that I can have them as non-frozen bananas. But if any of you fruit bats want to come and help me eat these bananas freely, anyone? I know those aren't ripe yet. Those ones aren't either. But yeah, I've got plenty to share. Maybe we can have a big vegan party. That would be awesome. Let's do a big banana island thing all together. That would actually be really fun. I just started putting these bananas into this bag to throw away, and I actually feel really bad because I remember when I was living with my mum at home, and we'd give any of these scraps, these like fruit scraps, to the cows and the horses, and there are a lot here, and I just feel really bad throwing them away because like so many like animals could eat this. This is the final product. I've managed to find a few more containers, and that is full of bananas. If I had more plastic bags, it could have been even more, but I don't. And now I have bananas all around the house. So those ones there, and then these ones over here. So I did cut down on a few boxes, which is good, but yeah, I've got to cut those boxes out there that I don't have anymore. And I just came up with a fabulous idea. I can just make a ton of banana bread, because I know Jake will like that, and my brother's coming up to stay, so he is definitely going to like that too, because who doesn't love banana bread? I think I did underestimate what 12 boxes of bananas was, because it's a heck of a lot more than what I thought it was. I mean, I've been buying one box of bananas and making it last me about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I think I'm just really going to have to carb up on the bananas this week and next week. And probably the week after. I'm just gonna look up a vegan banana bread recipe, which I'm sure there'll be hundreds of, and I'll probably spend a while trying to suss out which one is actually the best. Wow, I haven't vlogged in a while, and this is hurting my shoulder. Or maybe it was that Pilates yesterday, probably. Thanks, Cassie. I'm doing the Blogilates calendar this month, and I'm really bad at sticking to things because I rather just sort of, you know, I'll do what I feel like doing, which I still will do anyway, but because I just, with exercise, I love exercising, right? And I have, like, for the past 4 years, it's been a big part of my life, but I usually always just do my own routine or choose what I want to do for that day, depending on how I'm feeling. That's why I think I'm really bad at sticking to, like, somebody else's calendar, because on a certain day I might not feel like doing what they've written down. I feel like doing something, but just not what they have specifically written down. And honestly, like, I believe exercise, when you do it, you should have fun and you should do enough that you feel like is the right amount for you, which is different for everyone. Unless you feel like you don't have to exercise at all, then, you know, I mean, obviously you've got to move your body, but just move it until you feel like that's enough for you, and then I think you're good. Because I feel like if you're doing a plan and you're not sort of motivated about sticking to it because you don't really feel like doing it or whatever, then you're just going to totally lose motivation, and you're not going to stick to it, and you're just going to be really sad and that sucks. So just do what makes you happy, but make sure you move your body, because that's really important. We are not born to be sedentary at all. Obviously, we have legs. Please ignore my crazy hair. I had to take it out of the bun because it was giving me a bit of a headache. Anyway, I have found a recipe. I went onto YouTube and I searched vegan banana bread, and it came up here. We have this awesome channel, Cooking with Plants, which I have heard of before, but I've never really looked at that much. Anyway, she makes this banana bread and she has a website. It's gluten-free and obviously vegan, and it does use apple puree, which I don't have, but on Google it tells me I can make it, so I think I'm just gonna have to do that. And also I went to look in my cupboard for flour because I need to use that too, obviously. Well, actually I looked in the fridge because this says to store it in the fridge, and I found my wholemeal spelt flour, but I don't actually have enough. So I'm going to blend up some oats so I can have oat flour, because she actually uses 2 different types of flours and like puts them together to give, I guess, a different kind of texture. So I'm going to blend oat flour and wholemeal spelt flour together, make my apple puree, and yeah. Just drain these apples, and it says to wait until they're, you know, boil them, simmer, and then wait until they're soft. So they look pretty soft, and I did poke them with a knife, and whoa, steamy! And I've done like a little chef thing here, which I never usually do, and set out, oh my gosh, my hair is in the camera, set out all my little ingredients, so looking very professional. Not. And I don't have, the recipe calls for maple syrup, but whoops, there goes the lid. I have golden syrup, and it does call for coconut sugar, but I only have raw sugar at the moment, unfortunately, so we're just using that. And then my oat flour and my whole wheat spelt flour's underneath that. What do you call that? Baking soda, cinnamon, vanilla extract. Let's do this. So we got to put the flour, and then we got to put the sugar, and then we got to put this stuff, and I need to find a mixer. Looks pretty nice and mixed. I'm really not that good at cooking, but I do try. So then in goes our 1/2 cup of apple puree, which looks like mashed apple, not puree. And then we need, oh golly, how much of that? Let me just check the recipe. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. There we go. And then we need 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, which we are using golden syrup. Where's my tablespoon? Looks like I only have 1/2 tablespoon. So 6 of these. Gosh, we better speed this up. This could be boring. I can't believe I haven't even got the most important ingredient up here, bananas. She said she used 3 small ones. These ones are pretty small. I found some pretty small ones in the whole bought of the thingy, the bunches that I had. So we will mash these babies up and then we can chuck them in that mixture. Okay, I'd say that they are pretty well mashed. 3 little bananas there. That can go straight into the mixture. Let's mix. Oh, forgot to preheat my oven. This is why I'm bad at cooking. Oh no. So I put this, this is really funny. The end of this is gone now and it's in this mixture somewhere because this morning I actually put it in the food processor because the bananas in my banana ice cream were too hard to go around. And it chopped it and then I was just using it. So now I've got to find it because otherwise I'm going to eat it when I eat this banana bread. Oh my goodness, that is such a fail. Oh my god, where is it? I don't want to stick my fingers all in this because other people are going to eat it too. Oh, I found it. I found that can go straight in the bin. That was my favourite mixing spoon too. Why did I stick that in the food processor? Far out. So that's how that's looking, and I think she's ready to go in the pan, which I have not prepared. So I'm going to do that and put it in the oven. I don't know how much this is going to rise, but at the moment it's looking very, very flat because there looks like there's hardly any mixture in there, which pretty much there's hardly any mixture in there. Or maybe my tin is just too big, but I don't know the measurements of tins when they say 8x8 or 8x12 or what they say. I don't know what that means. I just buy a tin that looks like you would make bread in it, and that's called a bread tin to me. Very good with the terminology, aren't I? So we're going to chuck this, well, place it in here for 45 minutes. 45. I've been working out and I can smell this, right? And it's not been time yet. Actually, when it was halfway done, it smelt ready. So I did poke it with a skewer before and it came out pretty clean. So I'm just gonna do it again. I don't know, see if the end's like that. Oh gosh, that's gonna be really hard to focus, isn't it? If the end's got like a little bit of stuff on like that, is that okay? I don't know, I feel like it's ready, but it's only got 5 minutes left, so maybe I should just leave it in for that. Oh, I don't know. This is why baking sucks, because you just don't know. Well, I mean, if you're a pro, you know, but not me. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Please excuse all my sweat and everything because I just finished my workout, but my banana bread, this is how it turned out. Very flat, unfortunately. I just think this pan's just way too big for it. Or I could have made a double mixture. Actually, maybe that would have been a really smart idea because I have that many bananas, like, as you know. But yeah, I'm gonna try some of this after my shower because I feel really gross at the moment. And fingers crossed it turned out really good. I feel like I have to cover it though because the outside's kind of going hard and I don't want the whole thing to go hard. I want it to kind of be like moist in the middle, so it's really nice. So I just cut this and tried some and it tastes very much like cinnamon. I mean, there is a whole teaspoon in there, or did I put a tablespoon? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. But yeah, no, it's really nice. I think it would be really nice if I heated it up in the microwave and then had it warm. So overall, I think I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, maybe. You know, it could be better. It could be like this high and that would be a little bit better too. But it is nice and moist in the middle, exactly how I wanted it. Please excuse my face. I have coconut oil all over it because oh my gosh, it's a little kid skateboarding. He's always doing that. Wish I could skateboard. Every time I try skateboarding, I go one way and the skateboard goes the other way. So it's a bit of a dangerous sport for me. I am putting, oh my gosh, hair, cake, bread, get it right. I'm gonna go off and probably make some pumpkin soup or have some bananas for dinner. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was somewhat entertaining. If you made it this far and you actually liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, because then I will actually know whether you want to see this or not. Okay, I'm gonna go eat my bread now. See ya!